I had a cyst on my hand that was healed out of obedience, and the Lord wants me to share with you all this quick testimony. In January of 2024, I went through a major deliverance. I got free from so much perversion, masturbation, pornography, sexual immorality, cursing, a lot. Legions of demons left my body that day, but little did I know that physical healing would come through this as well. Prior to the deliverance, I never noticed the cyst on my wrist. Somewhere around March, I noticed the cyst pop up on my wrist and I was perplexed. A ganglion cyst is a fluid-filled swelling that usually develops near a joint or a tendon. The cyst can range from the size of a pea to the size of a golf ball, often called Bible cyst because the cure for many would consist of hitting the cyst with a Bible. No one knows what causes ganglion cyst. It grows out of a joint or the lining of a tendon and looks like a teeny water balloon on a stalk. Inside the cyst is a thick fluid, like the fluid found in joints or around tendons. These are the cures that the doctors use for it. Keep the joint from moving. Activity can cause a ganglion cyst to grow, so wearing a brace or a splint to keep the joint still for some time might help. As the cyst shrinks, it may release the pressure on the nerves, relieving pain, but long-term use of a brace or a splint can weaken the nearby muscles. Drainage of the cyst. Draining the fluid from the cyst with a needle might help, but the cyst can come back. Surgery. This may be a choice if other approaches don't work. Surgery involves removing the cyst and the stalk that attaches it to the joint or the tendon. Rarely, surgery can injure the nearby nerves, blood vessels, or tendons, and the cyst can come back even after surgery. Upon revelation from the Lord, He tells me that this is an example of where the demons like to hide. Some people have had these cysts for years. Some have had surgery and they come back. This is why I say through prayer and fasting this kind will come out, says the Lord. Your obedience is what caused this to heal, and so you can tell others about the goodness and the greatness of your Father, the physician. This was something that was in your bloodline, says the Lord, as there are others in your family who have experienced this. Satan likes to try and sneak little infirmities to get you to come into verbal agreement with it, so he can unleash more havoc in one's life. You did well by saying your decrees, says the Lord. Sometimes they are sent as witchcraft attacks. They want you to come into agreement with pharmakia and make you think there is no cure for this. It is a setup for desperation, causing people to feel down. They dwell on it. Woe is me. The more they speak the word curses, the more this thing formulates, says the Lord. They want to attack the hands to keep you bound. They want to attack the places they know you use a lot. They want you so focused on that one bump that it distracts you from other things, says the Lord. Coming into agreement. The wrists, fingers, ankles, and joints where the fluid frequents are the primary targets of this affliction. Common primarily in females, but not limited to just them, males run the risk also. It can occur in children and elderly, but it's most common amongst those between the ages of 20 and 40 years old. Most people don't know that they can use me to be healed from this thing. I had to let you go through it to experience it so that you can tell them how I healed you.